Hi there. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can send thank you emails for when you reconcile or match payments in Xero or QuickBooks Online. What this is going to do is this is going to automatically do this after you do those reconciliations or matches, and it will automatically send it, and you can, that's how it'll work. So first thing, you'll need Paidnice, which is a Xero and QuickBooks add-on to be able to do this. Now, the way that we want to do it is we want to use one of the automations that we have in here. So I've already got a few automations here set up. We can do things like late fees, discounts, sending statements, but in this one, we're going to send a thank you email. So we're going to go to add new automation policy here. You'll see a variety of different automation policies. The one that we're looking to do is an email automation policy. So we're going to click that one. Now we're presented with the configuration options here, and this is where we configure it. So we want this email to go out when the invoice has been marked paid, and so that is essentially once you reconcile it or match it. Now you'll see the options here is when to send this particular email. So we're going to call this one payment confirmation. Thank you, like that. Now, obviously we can set other settings here, so things like send this email on 3 days before the due date, after the due date, etc. This is how the reminders work, but this is not what we're doing. We're doing the date marked paid. So we're going to move over to this one here, make sure that is a 0 on send this email, and we're going to do send this email 0 days on the date marked paid. So now the email is going to go out when the date when the payment has been confirmed as paid or matched, as we just mentioned. So email template, we're going to select our one that's preset, and I'll show you how to edit that one shortly. Invoice marked paid or thank you email, put that in there. Now you can do a few other little things here. You can attach the original PDF of the invoice to the email, which you may want to do essentially as a payment receipt. If there were any invoice attachments that you included as well, things like timesheets or other things you might want to include, you can do that there as well. And you can also do something like a calendar invite, but that's more so for actual invoice reminders. Great, so that's essentially how that one works. Now that's completely set up. We'll save that. You'll see at the moment it's in draft mode. What this means is you'll have to pre-approve this, but for when you actually have the automation on, you want this to be on active mode. So essentially now it's in active mode. Now it will actually go out of the system doing that. You'll also need to turn safe mode off as well, so it's off like that. Now, whenever I match a payment, it's going to send that. Thank you email. So yeah, I'll turn that off for now anyway, just for the second. So now that that's set up, we can see here it's set up in our policy settings here. So we actually have another one here for when we actually send the invoice. But here it is here. So on the date marked paid, this email confirmation is going to go out. So now I'm going to show you how to edit that particular template. So I'm going to click the edit template there. And we're presented with our template that we can edit. So in here you can give it a template name, you can edit the subject line, and you can use any of the merge tags that we have as well. So you could use business name, amount, whichever it may be. And then you can basically edit all of the other settings inside of the email as well in there. So you can see other merge tags and things as well. Something that could be potentially quite helpful is we have other types of merge tags based on your accounting system or the clients. So things like we could perhaps give them an update in this email of their current outstanding balance. So an example is if someone's, let's say if they've got multiple invoices outstanding and they've made payment against that invoice, one invoice, but still have others outstanding, then you could essentially remind them, hey, look, thanks, you've paid your overdue balance, but now your current outstanding balance is this. And a few other particular options there as well. Now, once you save that, you can save. You could also use this for other things as well. You could also do things like including maybe leave us a review or give us some feedback. So you can kind of do other things like that too. And you'll save the template, any changes that you might make there. And then if you want to do a test email, we can send it here. So send a test, and we're going to see what that looks like in in my email inbox shortly. Now you can see we've got a logo there. So if you wanted to edit the logo, you go over to the organization settings over here, and this is, and you'll scroll down and you can see the branding information there of how to set that up. Now you may also want to potentially update some of the other email settings, like you may be having this come from a custom domain, so having it come from your own URL. So you can input that there in this box here, and then it will not come from a mail@paidnice.com email address. It will come from, you know, accounts at yourdomain.com, whichever it may be. And then you can also update things like the reply and the email address, or even potentially BCCs there if you want to send it to other systems. So anyway, let's have a look at what that little test email looked like anyway. So as you can see, we've got one right here. Thank you for payment. We can see here, it's basically come into my email address there, and I've even done it to include the original invoice there as well. So yes, that's how we do these particular invoices and send payment emails anyway with thank you for payment. So that's how it works. Anyway, thanks a lot.